Yo, what's up? I'm Chef Meach. As another college football season kicks off, we're setting out to find chefs from the nation's greatest rivalries. We will join them as they go head-to-head, and what better than a tailgate cook-off? This is Tailgate U. All right, yo, what's up? I'm Chef Meach. We're back again for another episode of Tailgate U, and this one's gonna be a big one. We have Chef Neal Fraser from right here in LA. This dude has done tons of competitions. And then my apprentice this week is Chef Suzie. She drove her truck all the way down from Vegas, and she's killing the food truck game there. There's one thing, Suzie's not used to competing. Neal is. I'm gonna take Suzie under my wing and give her a little cheat code. Here we go.
I'm Suzie Davis. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada. I own a gourmet food truck that does gourmet grilled cheese sandwiches. I always wanted to have a food truck. I mean, since I was a little kid, I thought, what a great concept to have a restaurant on wheels. I've always been in some sort of restaurant business. I've never been in the kitchen. If I were to cook at home for my husband, it's usually a TV dinner. On there, it's different. I have my steps. I make an awesome grilled cheese sandwich. That's what I know. That's what I do. College football tailgating is huge in Las Vegas. We go out to the football stadiums, but I do tailgates inside the truck. We have the doors open. It's a fun time. It's party. I'm definitely creative with flavors. I love pizza, so I made a pizza grilled cheese. I love macaroni and cheese, so I made it into an egg roll. I'm very nervous for the competition. Being able to create something without ever doing it before, once I do it, I'm fine. But it's doing it for the first time is where I'm not really good at that at all.
Let's go see what my apprentice can do.
Chef Meach, hi!
Suzie, what's up?
How you doing?
Oh, bring it in, bring it in. Is your truck?
Yeah, come on in.
Let's go, let's go.
This is it.
All right, thank you for inviting me on. So what do you do here? What's your thing?
All kinds of grilled cheese. I do macaroni and cheese egg rolls. I do a Korean cheesesteak.
Can we make a Korean cheesesteak?
Yeah, we can make that.
All right, let's do that. Let's make that
All
right
right.
now.
This is a French roll.
Nice.
We use provolone cheese on there. We
Nice
have
and
some
melty.
marinated ribeye.
What are you marinated in?
Garlic, ginger, gochujang.
Oh, I can smell
all
it.
the Korean spices make it sweet, savory. So then we use provolone cheese.
All right.
We actually melt ours on the grill.
Ooh.
It melts it a lot faster.
And it's also picking up all the flavors that are already in the grill.
Correct. So
That's
on a
cool.
food truck, it's speed of service, you know, so you have to hurry up.
I like your style with
So
that.
if you put it right there.
Get all the flavor off that grill onto the meat, too.
Yes. So you always want the cheese gooey. Always want the cheese
What's
gooey.
the point of
in
cheese if
sandwich.
it's not gooey, right?
So then we got some coleslaw with a little bit of cilantro.
And what's this?
Secret sauce. It's a sauce from the kimchi,
All right.
and then we make it a sauce without the actual kimchi in it.
That's
Yeah.
super creative. That's awesome. This looks amazing.
There you go.
I'm getting all that flavor from the kimchi. The beef was tender. The cheese had a nice crust on it from the flat top. And the sweetness and spiciness, everything is really working together nicely. So I see what you can do. You have a good palate. You know how to build flavors. What we need to do now is come up with a game plan so you can win this competition.
All right, I trust you.
All right, cool. Let's do this. Let's go. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. One of the ingredients that we're using on your cook-off tomorrow is ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up, what's up?
Hey.
What can you tell me about Salt and Straw?
We're a small batch, handmade, local ice cream shop. We source all of our ingredients from local partners and farmers. The first thing we should taste is our sea salt with caramel ribbons. So it's a salted ice cream base with dark burned, bittersweet caramel.
The caramel's
it's
really,
amazing.
really deep, right?
So this is our bone marrow and smoked cherries.
Woo.
So the bone marrow adds this great velvety texture, sort of lets those flavors sing on your palate a little longer.
It's
no,
good.
The smoked cherries are so good.
So good.
I still don't understand how I'm gonna cook with it.
You trusting me?
I trust you. I trust you.
Got some
All
ice cream right here for you.
Ice cream, ice
Awesome.
cream.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
TriTip Steak is a popular cut in California. This will be another one of the secret ingredients for the cook-off. Have you ever used TriTip?
No, I have not.
All right, so you're gonna treat that like any other steak. I want you to sear that on both sides, let it rest. And then what do you use for your
We
marinade?
marinate it in gochujang, Dr. Pepper, sesame oil, rice wine vinegar,
You know any like sweetness in there?
brown sugar.
Brown sugar?
Sorry.
All right, you're gonna build this sauce right here, your
Okay.
marinade, in that same saucepan.
But now you would put ice cream with steak, and that doesn't necessarily go together.
That sounds crazy, right? So let's turn this ice cream somehow into a sauce. Are you familiar with the bechamel?
A little bit.
It's flour, butter, and you add cream. But now, instead of adding cream,
ice cream will be the cream.
exactly, and then you fold in any type of cheese. So how would you balance out these flavors yourself?
Maybe a coleslaw.
So the slaw itself would actually cut through a lot of the richness and
So it's
cut
pretty
through the
much
cheese.
kind of what I have.
Yeah.
It's almost the same thing.
Plating. Let's use round for the bread. We're just gonna layer the beef.
Perfect.
And then your cheese sauce is gonna be nice and gooey. And then on top of that, you'll do a nice, tightly balled slaw. And that's the presentation part of it.
That's what wins me points.
That you will get points over that. So, you feel confident about
Yeah,
this?
I think so. I think I can win.
Awesome. I think you got this. And now, the legend.
My name is Neal, Fraser. I'm the chef, owner of Redbird restaurant. Redbird came about 8 years ago. We thought it would take 6 months. It took us 6 years to open. It was a real labor of love, hanging on by our teeth the whole time. But I think Los Angeles definitely has the best produce market of any city in America, if not the world. We just have really long growing seasons. One of my favorite things to do is to go to the farmer's market and kind of find ingredients and bring them back and create a dish with it. I love being inspired by ingredients, and I often tend to feel like I come up with better dishes on the spot than I do kind of planning things out. I was a semi-professional bike racer, realized that I had to find a trade to fall back on. I went to the first restaurant by my parents' house. I knocked on the door. I said, I want to be a chef. They're like, okay, you start right now. And I literally started my voyage right then. When it comes to cooking, it's important to me that I know how to cook, that I'm not just a chef with a clipboard. I do find myself very competitive, maybe to a default sometimes. I don't like to lose. I've really only lost one cooking show I've ever done. Everybody likes to win. I like to win. Food to me is about passion. It's just jobs about passion. You're only as good as your last service. You have to show up to work every day with the same passion as you did the day before.
I'm Marcus Meacham, aka Chef Meach, and this is another episode of Tailgate U. And boy, is this gonna be a big one. On this side, I have legendary chef Neal Fraser of Redbird right here in LA. And on this side, I have Chef Susie from Las Vegas running the food truck game. And over here we have Chef Michael, the spice guru. Not only is he a pit master, but he sources some of the finest spices and rubs from farms across this country. And he is going to be judging them on creativity, presentation, and this is all about food, so taste. And they have to use 3 secret ingredients from our Tailgate U pantry. TriTip, salt and straw ice cream, and Dr. Pepper. What do you guys think about that?
Sounds delicious.
You good?
I'm good.
You got this?
I got this.
All right. All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I think so.
3, 2, 1, go! All right, which ice cream is that?
I have bone marrow,
Bone marrow.
smoked cherries.
Which one are you gonna go for?
Same.
He's trying to bite your style. You let him do that?
You can't take my ice
You
cream.
gonna let him do that?
There's 2 containers of it in there. I can't possibly use it all.
We're about 5 minutes in. You should have a pretty good idea of what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna brown them off.
Oh my God.
Susie, how's it going over here? What you working on?
I'm trying to cut this cabbage,
Neal's over here working his pepper game.
but this cabbage is getting the best of me.
You ever use Dr. Pepper when you cook?
Yeah, I sometimes braise pork belly in Dr. Pepper, help the carbonic acid break down the proteins.
I just know it tastes good. I'm not a chef.
What are you
I
doing
don't
right
know.
now, Susie, behind
Learning how to hold a pan. We don't do this kind of cooking on the truck.
you? Susie, how's your heat on your steak?
I don't know.
Neal's so calm and relaxed. Is this like your kitchen at home, Neal?
My kitchen at home is not amazing.
Coming up to 20 minutes. All right, so Susie went on her truck and got some kind of ingredient. I don't know what it is.
Secret.
It's the hidden ingredient.
Here we go. A little simmer going on. Neal is very calm. He's a little too calm.
I'm freaking out.
Thank you for saying that.
You can put your pan down there too. Look at him.
Right,
He
I
bit,
know.
he bit your style, now bite his style.
Now I took my
Put it
ice
down
cream,
there,
so I
yeah.
get to take his.
I got your ice cream.
I got your ice cream.
The clock is ticking.
No garlic, huh?
Hey, this is the tailgate, Neal. We're not in the air-conditioned kitchen that you're used to, Neal. Oh, yeah.
Sweet and more sweet.
Neal hates sweet things.
Do you have any vinegar?
She might have used it all. Watch your onions over here. Don't let anything burn, Susie.
No, they're caramelizing.
All right, I hear you.
That's flavor. I heard that somewhere.
What are you working on now?
A roux for my cheese.
She's making cheese whiz. If I saw that on a menu somewhere, I'd order that. This smells good already.
Try to make it taste good.
All right, here we go. Down to 2 minutes. And Neal is adding more cheese to his potatoes. All right, the meat's going on. How's that cheese sauce tasting?
Needs more cheese.
Neal's over here plating.
You like that tailgate style? Usually I do this on a bumper, but today they gave me a table.
Make sure it's nice and gooey. Put that all in there. Yeah. And taste it. Tiny bit of onions on that.
This is only one plate, right?
One dish. Don't stress out, Neal. 20 seconds. Just put it right over the top, right over the middle. Just let it cascade down. Oh, look at that. Exactly.
Little slaw on top.
Awesome. Susie's doing a little cleanup.
I gotta look chefy here.
All right.
That's okay.
Flag on the play. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Done.
All right, so now we're gonna have Chef Michael try these dishes. All right, so first, Neal, what do you have going on here?
A little spice rub, tri-tip, some potatoes on the bottom, a little Parmesan cheese, peppers and onions. The sauce is made with Dr. Pepper, smoked cherry bone marrow ice cream, a bit of vinegar. Delicious.
Let's step over here and try my apprentice,
Hello.
Susie's dish. So the end game on this dish was a Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah. I used the bone marrow smoked cherry ice cream to make a cheese sauce with smoked Gouda. And I cooked the tri-tip with somewhat of Korean spices. I took out something out of the truck to just marinate, and then I have a little bit of slaw on top.
Fantastic.
Cool. All right, so what did you like about Neal's dish?
The tri-tip, a nice sear on the outside, a nice pink on the inside. The cherry flavor, it was very subtle, and I think that came with the acidity of the Dr. Pepper sauce. The cheese on the potatoes really added a little bit of that saltiness.
Yep.
The flavors really came out.
So what did you like about Susie's dish?
As someone who grew up in Philadelphia and has eaten a lot of cheesesteaks,
Yeah.
I was really excited about it. The flavor of the meat was fantastic. The roux was a really interesting take. It had all the flavors I was looking for. It really brought out the ice cream, and you could also still taste the subtleties of the Dr. Pepper.
Creativity, who won that one?
Creativity, I would give it to Susie.
Who won in presentation?
I would give it to Neal.
And then taste, the last one, the final one.
Taste.
All right, Chef Michael, we went over everything. You figured out who the winner is.
This was tough, but at the end of it all, in terms of tailgating, I'll have to give it to Chef Neal.
Chef Neal. Chef Neal's our winner.
Thank you.
Congratulations, congratulations. Good job, Neal.
Thank
Good
you,
job,
Chef.
good job.
Thank you.
Susie, it's all right. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. All right, so that's it for this edition of Tailgate U. We'll see you guys at the next one. Peace. We're out.